What's up guys, it's Talon here, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at how you can improve your W keying skills by analyzing one of EU's all-time top pros, and that is Mongraal. But before I get into this review, you guys, if you do enjoy my content or find what I'm telling you helpful, please drop a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on post notifications. If you wish to support me another way, use code TALON.FN in the Fortnite item shop, #ad. But without further ado, let's just jump right in. Alright guys, as you can see on the screen we have Mongraal's POV. He's going to be landing Pleasant Park. This is going to be from a 19 kill win, and then there's going to be a gameplay of another, I believe, double digit win in arena solos. So let's check it out. Now a little bit kind of scuffed here. He finds an opponent that doesn't have any loot, gets a free elimination. Good right there, Mongraal classic, good crosshair placement. Ends that fight quickly. Now this is going to be a little bit scuff fight. This is where we're going to really see Mongraal's mechanics on display. People are hilariously trolling if they say he's watched. Beautiful angle right here. And this is just smart, intelligent fighting, especially playing on the defensive. He gets an opponent that overstretches and takes advantage. We're going to replay this engagement in slow motion. I'm going to talk about everything that I feel allows him to win this. So he gets cracked here. He goes for a basically counter damage shot with 60 HP right there, really good. And quick mechanics to get back out. He even scuffs, but he's so fast he's fine. So instead of going for the mini, you see the opponent dropping down swinging. So he's going to drop down and he's going to immediately swing to this left wall for protection. He's going to go for a crack. He gets the front wall right here. Goes for the full box. He gets it right here. And notice how he's swinging back to create a nice angle. This is really difficult to beat, and then he uses the scar. Why? Smart, intelligent reload management, awares that he does not have any more shotgun ammo, right? So he sprays through this opponent. He tries to get the cone as you see the blueprint placed, but he makes sure he gets that piece control. The opponent flips it, misses all his shots. Mongraal runs out of ammo. But again, he's holding that right-hand peak the entire time. The opponent's not able to get any return damage. You get good piece control. You get good awareness. Overall, just a smart engagement. I know a lot of players probably would have tried to shoot that shotgun, hear that click, get cracked. But no, Mongraal already aware that he did not have that much ammo in his shotgun. He ran out. And then again, smart awareness to switch to the scar after running out of ammo with the submachine gun as well. So clutch off-spawn fight. Let's go into the next engagement here. Just awareness is a huge part of understanding your reload management. Now he drops down on this opponent. He gets some good pre-fight damage. Now opponent looks like doesn't have any mats. Gets an important refresh right there. Sprays through right here. Good white tag so you can play a little bit aggressive. Now like one thing I notice on a lot of pros do is when you get this white tag and you're a significant health advantage, you kind of almost want to bait your opponent to heading out on you. So notice how he just sits here waiting for the wall. He's like, okay, look at this crosshair. He's going to try to pickaxe bait because he wants the opponent to make an edit. He actually does. The opponent does a good job of making the ramp. But then he sprays through, phases through the ramp, and then immediately finishes it off with one pump shot. Now he's in a shambles engagement on this opponent. Has no mats, but ends up eliminating him anyway. Clutch. Mongraal classic. Meets, just kind of jumps into exploit.
That's not my wall.
This is such a scuff position to be. Oh my goodness. This is just good trusting your aim. Now this is a little bit 50-50. We don't get to see the information that he has on this opponent. But you hear him pop at minis, so you have to know that he's at health advantage for sure. That's a good way to go through. Mongraal classics in. And he gets the wall one tap and he just jumps through, breaks, cracks shield, so definitely knows that health advantage. He tries to get in. Now he thinks that's his wall. That's actually his mistake right there, and he actually ends up getting full box, but because the opponent's weak, again, he's a little bit confident, but you know what the most optimal edit here is a clicks window peek, and this opponent doesn't really execute it well. So notice how he ducks back here, but look what ends up happening. He pretty much ducks there, and Mongraal counters with his own kind of crouch jump peek. Not a jump peek, but just crouch acceleration. But the opponent's weak. And notice how the opponent has minis and bigs, and Mongraal just with good crosshair ends that fight. Even though the opponent had time to definitely heal up and get away when he had that front wall. So the mechanics here on display. Mongraal classic. 137, and then very good movement. You always want to change someone's eye level or crouch when they're on you.
Yes.
This is such a good bait right here too. Now he knows he has the wall on him, so he builds out towards him right there, and so the opponent gets kind of visually attracted to that, thinking that Mongraal's going to be there, but nope. He immediately crouched right here, boom, sees the opponent who's looking right here at this front wall, which he controls.
Beautiful.
And ends up getting that finish. Now he's going to get a free elimination here. You're going to see a lot of these, you know? Take your freebies. I know it's, you know, people get upset and it's like, oh, you're, you know, playing like, you know what, if you chop people down, but you need to punish.
What you're doing, but you're getting boxed like this, like this, like this, like this, like
Now
this,
this, I don't...
like this, like this, like
This I would never understand. Why is anyone ever hiding in the trash can? I understand your shambles. Go get you some loot. I don't know if you're doing a challenge or whatever. Literally in duos last night, I killed 2 people hiding in a trash can. It was... just doesn't make sense to me why to do that. But back to the VOD review. Gets that guy boxed like a fish.
Oh
makes a nice wide opening.
Boxed like fishy, man.
You can be really, really confident.
But yes.
So when he gets this full box here and you get this huge damage crack, another great thing I want to talk about is just making wide open edits when you have significant health advantage. Unless this guy has a gold spads and hits a headshot, Mongraal has no problem with making what this is a 50-50 edit, right? And he trades damage, but he wins because he's already done that significant amount of, he has that health advantage. So something to just notice a lot. Making wide edits is very good. It makes it, and look, another chop down. Doesn't get that. We always see the Mongraal Classic on display. Good crosshair placement, trying to get some pre-fires in. He's going to try and get in with a harpoon. He's kind of scuffed his Mongraal Classic twice. Now the opponent almost makes a good play right here. Good reset right here. This is a good angle for him. That's a bad angle, so he doesn't take it. He gets third party. As he says on zero ping himself. The opponent he's playing is pretty much just playing smart angles passively, and so what ends up happening is Mongraal, here's another opponent, full boxes him, gets the piece control, back wall, finishes the fight, gets a refresh. This is really smart right here. High ping players are probably not going to be able to hold this, but this is just really, really what you can do. If someone's underneath your ramp, but just full box, just psychoed in, so you know, we see the elimination here. Finish, boom. What we see from Mongraal right here is he accidentally edits out with his minis instead of a shotgun. Opponent actually sprays through wildly, but he hits a 116 damage shot, and then he goes for basically letting this. He knows that he can just one pump body, so he's trying to basically try and get it. Doesn't get there, but he's getting pressure with someone else. So what does he exactly do? He waits the opponent to start spraying, and then he goes to his escape route. You see him spraying, and then he makes the edit because the opponent's gonna have to hit him a bunch, and he's only gonna have to hit him once. That's free. It's a way to play safe and smart. We'll get to this build fight. We see the mechanics on display. Massive 182 crack, and then he's gonna full box right here. Cone, go for the 50-50 because he's at significant health advantage. See him on high ground here, 16 kills. Gets a free elimination right there. Eats a little bit of damage. Now, one thing I kind of that's underrated that I talk about with Mongraal is just, in these videos, he's always carrying floppers, which I think is just a fantastic thing to do if you are W King in Arena. Having quick whites to heal off makes you so much more comfortable in fights, in my opinion. Just being able to play freely, just know it's like, okay, even if I get cracked for 150, I eat a big punch shot, I can just get back to health. Apologize, guys, there was an ad. Let's continue. Popping big on high ground. He has around 400-ish mats. And there's 2 more kills to be had. He reconnects here smartly, so he can keep his high ground. Gets a 36 white tag. Tries to shoot at this opponent. He knows this lower opponent's super weak, and he's going to get a free elimination on him. Doesn't get all of the mats. Now he cranks up to height because he knows his opponent's doing the same. He cracks him. He beats him up to it. Goes to the storm to get a nice little back angle shot. Tries to psycho in right there. You hear the opponent get floppers. He cuts off all angles right here. He scuffs his mechanics so the opponent actually gets off. And able to get high ground. You see him crank up for it. Doesn't get it. Realizes he has one build, so he drops. This is going to end up betting fitting him because the opponent's going to have to find a way to funnel him down. Well, the opponent runs out of mats. He gets an 86 crack and a 19 kill
Beautiful
win for Mongraal. Now again, landing pleasant. So this is a very interesting strat. Little B-hop confidence. Gets there, gets the P90, and is going to get a free elimination. Now he gets the right here. This is good use of piece control. And then you see another chop down. Mongraal constantly coming in third-party chopping buildings down. He places cones everywhere. Now only 8 shots, getting a little bit of damage. Almost gets the cone right there. He's going to reload his P90 again. Awareness, reload, reload management, and then he Metro Classics and gets the piece control. He optimizes this Metro Classic here. One, it's just everything about this is intelligent. He reloads his P90 again under just constant awareness. He has one shot in his shotgun. He's going to come over here, get the wall one tap, place a ramp behind, get in, and instead of just being satisfied with a cone, he wants to make it just a visual nightmare for this opponent, so he does the Mongraal Classic, and then you see the aim on display, and that's how you get a refresh when you need it of shotgun ammo. And then you constantly see him chopping down right here. And we've seen this throughout the mod. Just punish these opponents that overbuild. 27 now. This guy gets in. It was such a good attempt. This is a very, very scuffed situation. Now healing with walls open. He gets punished before a little bit. Now notice he's going to play kind of the third partier in this situation. He's going to sit here at cone peak. He doesn't go for anything. He's only at around 250 builds total. He doesn't have very much white health. It's one little tag right there. Cracks that opponent. Sitting on a right-hand peak too. It's this opponent for 19. Tries to go for it. Tries an X8 Classic. That's the best move you could do when opponent's on your wall. And then you're going to hear them 50-50. Gets the pickup right there. Let's continue. Good crosshair placement where that opponent edits 40. And then he's going to go back to his ramp and reset. Go back up 15. Now he's pushing on the gas even though he's at low HP because he wants to end this fight. Now the opponent edits on him and notice he actually misses a pickaxe bait, but his move it ducks back down to the left, crouches. The opponent ends up just scuffing himself.
These kids, like, just got rolled. I'm not even trolling, man.
Go to this fight right here. Now this is something I see very interesting. I'm not a huge fan of this move. And so what am I talking about? It's taking your crosshair off your opponent. So we get the 3-tile edit. We're at 150 HP. Now he makes a wide edit. And instead of prioritizing shooting with the shotgun, what he does here is he prioritizes breaking the wood cone and then doing a Mongraal Classic, which I'm not a big fan of. Person has better headshot. He gets one tap there, but he eventually makes it work because his mechanics are so fast. I don't think it's worth the shoot out the piece control. I think it's better to have an optimized peak, in my opinion. Just I think a minor mistake. Gets a nice little free elimination there. Now, the dub shotgun is going to be a part of this. We know that it was vaulted. So, just ignore. Good right-hand peek. Gets the wall. Does it again. Gets some return damage.
What? It's double pumping, mate!
Well, this isn't Mongraal's most clean engagement. Opponent does a good job of counter damage right there as well. Immediately switches to hard mats though. We're going to relook at this engagement because I feel like there's some things that could have been a little bit better. Tries to get it right there. Not going to get the piece control. The person dubs right into him and he gets the elimination. But again, you see some... This engagement wasn't as clean, wasn't as best. And so let's just even analyze his most non-optimal engagement. So he humps on here. He has a good attempt with everything we're watching slow motion. But I feel like there's definitely a lot to learn here. So he's going to spray through. This is very, very good. Safe, protect away, gets the wall. One tap, gets the cones to the opponent out. He breaks it, goes for a right-hand peek, doesn't get the shot. Now again, this kind of same thing with prioritizing crosshair placement for piece control as opposed to just aiming your shotguns, because he gets a chunk 40 right here. So cracks him for 91. Now this wide edit is good. It's a good edit, especially when you're at health advantage. He cracks him for a significant amount of damage as well. Right there, the opponent's basically 1 HP. But I just don't think you could go with a more protected edit. I understand why he did it. The opponent was off shield and Mongraal was not. Now he sprays through Wildy right here. The opponent actually makes a good edit out right here. You're going to see him edit that wall here, and so Mongraal's going to break right here. And notice he's going crosshair placement for the wall. He doesn't actually see the opponent has already edited the wall and eats some return damage. But because Mongraal did so much damage before, the importance, I also believe, of carrying whites in solos over bow is if you get in that situation, especially floppers, but med kits or bandages if not. And then we already saw what happens. The opponent's going to dub, and Mongraal is going to only hit him for 99 because the opponent has no whites from getting cracked twice. Now he uses the dub, I believe, in this engagement or the next. Notice basically pre-firing. Gets to a right-hand peek. Trying to get it right there. Pickaxe baiting. Uses piece control right there. Gonna edit it through. Crack. See the Mongraal classic. Good right-hand peek. Textbook. Good right-hand peek. Cone slide. Now the opponent has no other choice but to run out, and you just got to hit your shot. Good crosshair placement. It's going to win you that fight. 11 eliminations thus far. Now we're going to, I believe, see the use of the dub right here. So he's going to yeet right into this opponent, put him underneath his own cone, finish him off. 38 right here. Tries to go for the piece control, doesn't get it. Off of Pepper, though. Now this opponent's going to just run into a bunch of old builds that isn't his, and he gets a free elimination. 1v1. Lots of mats. Basically build fighting for it. Actually takes a lot of storm damage, about 150. But the opponent...
Yes.
The opponent basically runs out of mats. He ends up getting the finish. So a lot of engagements to go over. We saw a lot of just textbook stuff that we would expect from Mongraal. One, just the raw mechanic speed. We saw a lot of just good setups, a lot of right-hand peeks, a lot of pickaxe baits, just a lot of stuff that you need to be incorporating in your games in Arena. We saw just calm under just very intense situations. We saw him win an engagement basically mid-game with 0 materials. We saw him assuage a third-party situation in Lazy Lake. Just confidence in his keying ability, aim, everything, just very, very textbook. Overall, I just think people that don't think that Mongraal's still a top player, of course, he's always going to be a top player. Has been since the game came out, always will be a top player. And there's always stuff to learn from him, in my opinion. I think just the biggest takeaway from Mongraal's gameplay is just, I think it's just his emphasis on piece control. He constantly goes for Mongraal classes. He even shoots out opponents' builds on their own wall to go for piece control, which I don't think is the best strategy. I think you can just optimize the peaks a little bit better. But overall, still insane stuff from Mongraal. We saw a 19 kill win and a 14 kill win in today's VOD review. And I hope that you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please drop a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on post notifications. And I hope I'll be seeing you in the next one.